Hey, Tatted Hearts. Good morning. I did not hop on this weekend. I was also struggling of what I wanted to draw and things like that. So, I kind of figured out what I wanted to draw. Um, Character from Fire Emblem anime, or rather, I'm sorry, Tiger and Bunny, and this is going to be Fire Emblem. He's a trans you know what, non-binary. I think this person's non-binary, and fabulous is all hell. So I am going to draw this character in his costume. I'm debating on whether or not to use his costume or to use his actual outfit. And I'm thinking I like his costume a lot because I can fan it out about right there. My iPad is charging. For some reason it did not charge last night, and so I'm going to be hand drawing this morning. So sorry about the struggle here, unable to see. So right now I'm just drawing out the basics here. And what I'm going to have him do, his power is like with fire. So I'm going to have him kind of make some hearts coming down and around like this in fire. Let's see. Yeah, I always loved him in the anime. And all weekend I've been debating on if I wanted to draw him. And I've been putting it off, trying to look at other things. And I'm like, nah, dog, this is what I want to draw, but how? How do I want to do it? And that's pretty much what I was doing. So that, watching Black Mirror and binging on manhwa comics, that was pretty much my weekend. Hopping on the computer for a while, thinking I was going to draw one thing, and it just was not turning out. It was one of those days where I just wanted to draw, doodle, exercise the fingers, but nothing was really coming out. Nothing was like, solidifying. So, but the whole time I wanted to draw this character. And I was working on pictures that I hadn't finished in a while, things I had started and never finished. I did finish the Ian shirt idea. That came out really well, and if I have enough time and juice in my iPad, I'll show that off either a little bit later in this video or tomorrow. See, I have him like this, and I think I might want to put him in. I'm trying to decide if I want to put him in, give him long hair instead of his short hair. It'll definitely change up his dynamic here. Just a smidge. Okay, so the trick on his outfit, let's see. I gotta find a really good image here of the front. Let me zoom in. Yeah, I love this character. And I wish in the anime they would have shown him more. Let's see, the head's a little big. And I don't think I have enough. Do I have enough room to expand? Because I like the head being this size. And we'll bring his arms out a little further so I can expand his chest here. Nope. I'll do it when I feel like it. You can ask all you want, but I can't decide what person I want to use as the lady, and until I feel it, I'll do it. But this is LGBTQ month, Pride month, and I'm kind of focusing a little bit more on the Pride, just a little. And just for this month, maybe maybe even longer. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And that's another thing. Since I'm not gay, I don't know, what's cool. I don't want to offend anybody, but I do know what I like, and sometimes that meshes with what other people like. So I will keep going. But I was looking at those pictures, and I have narrowed it down to a couple that I want to do or interested in, but I can't decide who I want to put in that pose, in those poses. But I'm not going to do that right now until I can kind of feel what I want to do on that. It's not going to come out right. I gotta be in that kind of sense where I feel it. This I feel. The other one I don't feel. I don't want to say it's not a challenge, but I also want to do that on the iPad and not on paper. So that'll have to wait, but I can't figure out who I want to put on it. I don't want to use the same lady that's on there. Hi, Julie. Yeah, I got some really good images from Tatted Hearts, but I just can't decide the subject of the. I mean, I like the poses, but I need to figure out who I want to have in those positions. Like I was playing with the idea of having divas uh, in these particular pictures and stuff like that. And Julie, since you're here, I'll show you what the Ian thing looks like. I think I'm at like 30% now, but I wanted to be a little. I'm at 48. Give me a second. Let me get there. Where was I? Oh yeah, Procreate. The final came out really cute. I've got a little bit of gradient going on. Let me see if this is actually getting everything. And I don't have a lot of time. I only got like 20 minutes left because I was so indecisive this morning. But this is what it looks like so far. It's Ian's recovery, outdoor recovery. I solidified a few things, made a few things darker, and just added a few things. And that's pretty much where I am. I'm going to print this out eventually and put it onto the t-shirt stuff, and then I'll have to cut it out so that we don't have that extra white in the background. But that's it. I was going to ask you what your guys' size is. I gotta let this thing charge. Make sure that all my crap is closed. Close, close, close. Okay. Alright. And just to give myself something to start on, this is Fire Emblem from Tiger and Bunny anime. And I like that. This character, they rarely show him, but when they do show him, it's funny and entertaining. But he's also pretty powerful, but they never show him because he's not the main character or something like that. I don't know, but I think they should show him a little. They should have showed him a lot more. And I'll probably go ahead and get the sketch down here since my iPad is charging. Yeah, I have it. I have my iPad connected to my what is it called? To my outlet here, but it doesn't charge. It doesn't. It still keeps losing the charge. It doesn't retain it. So damn. This would make drawing this a lot easier. Especially if I make mistakes and stuff, I can resize things, and I'll end up having to resize this one as well. And I wanted to do more of a live action, another portrait of this guy. So I just thought he was adorable. He makes the straight guys uncomfortable, but he's still powerful. He like holds his own. I don't know, he's badass. And he's a Bretta. Um, and also, I could have hopped on a little bit sooner, but I had to respond to another YouTuber's video about Black Mirror. There's this episode with two black guys, and I did not like her opinion, and I wanted to tell her or share mine. Not that I felt like I was entitled, but I was like, no, 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 no. This does not. This is not worthy of anybody's praise. It was insulting. It was. I don't know. It's just like I did not like it. A lot of people liked it. I did not care for it at all. And it's just the message that it has, the underlying messages that it has beneath the episode that people fail to capture. Like, and it's relevant to, I guess, today, but maybe, I hate to say that I'm being a little bit more hypersexual or sensual, or what do you call it? Hypersensitive. That too. Now, and I don't feel like everybody has to know my opinion about crap, but on that particular episode, what I like to call Super Smash Brothers, it had a moment where I was like really liking it, really digging it, and then it just went downhill from there. I was like, no, 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 no. I don't condone any of this stuff, and I'm not going to try to ruin the episode for you guys if you haven't seen it. But usually Black Mirror shows ask those questions, those difficult questions. But this season just was all about how technology ruins lives. And I just was not feeling it. Because it doesn't just ruin lives. Sometimes it helps lives. But Black Mirror doesn't, that's not what Black Mirror likes to show. I don't know. Let me stop. I should be focusing on this here. I was going to ask you, Julie, what your guys' shirt sizes are, but I might just go ahead and just send you guys the, what is it called? Send you guys the patch, and you just iron it on to whatever shirt fits you guys or whatever. I'll send you like 3 of them or something like that. Oh, you guys were mediums. Okay, because I have a couple mediums. I have, I think I still have a few mediums that I haven't drawn on. Now this would have been awesome. I should have just drew this right onto the shirt. I have to dig up like all my t-shirt stuff, all my pencils and stuff like that, my markers, and I mean they're on the floor near me somewhere. It's hard to see in the dark here. Let's see, that comes out like that. Yeah, I definitely have gotten lazy from using the iPad. It's funny, I even reached for the iPad to start drawing. I'm like, no, Kim, you can't use this to draw on this. It's not gonna work. It's early. Man. Okay. I got to remember my anatomy. Let's get that face in there before I have to go. Okay. This guy reminds me of like Dennis Rodman. Just fabulous. With dimples, chin. And then his hands are going to be like voguing in this direction, and the other one's going to be going in this direction. And then the hearts will be like right here, right here. I'll try to decide if I want to have them going upside down instead of, I don't know. But anyway. Oh yeah, they got cobwebs on them. They're in the other room, but eventually I'll jump on them again. But I am just loving the iPad. It's like, uh, I'm learning a lot from it. Let's see if we can get these. Let's see. I wanted to see. We're not going to see much of his nose. Let's see. And it's kind of got like this beak feature to it. But it's kind of cool, this particular character, his history, and all that stuff. Oh, I'm too close. I can't see the details. Okay, let me just work on this guy's hands real quick. Uh, let's see, the other hand is going to be going in this direction. All these lines. Oh, I got 10 minutes. Yeah, I would love to, but I'm on a bike, so I'm going to have a hard time carrying the coffee, but where there's a will, there's a way. I will stop off at a store and pick up some food and see if I can get that going. But yeah, if I can think of a person instead of the model for the red one, I'll go for it, but I don't know who to put on there. So while I'm indecisive, I'm just going to not even worry about it. I was thinking about starting on a pose for it, but I don't know. I just can't decide. All right. Crap. Really? And that's all the music it's going to play? It's supposed to be the latest tracks. Clouds Above. Where did it leave off? I do not know. I know I didn't hear that many songs yet. Oh well. Carry on. Alright, so knuckles are about right here, right here, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the thumb will probably be behind this. Okay, 613. Let's see, and then I wanted the cape to come down. Oh, I can't remember. Okay, he's got 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. And he's like his costume is red, orange, and yellow, and maybe a hint of pink here and there. Let's see if it wrapped around. I'm trying to figure out the piping because I don't see crap. Here's the neck. I think these things come out, or do they come straight down like that? Oh, I need an anatomy book. Let's see. I'm gonna have to find somebody with their arms coming up. Or I could look at myself. Let's see, shoulders. Okay, so the shoulders are about like right here. Alright. Let's see if we can solidify some of these. This comes out like a square. Now this guy I want to wear on a shirt. He is my favorite. Move over. Oh, you only just noticed the drawing? Well, probably because it's still very light. Yeah, I got like 4 minutes. Yeah, this is supposed to be a hand here and his fingers. And he's supposed to be doing this Vogue type of thing. And then it's going to be shooting out hearts. He kind of has a, I don't want to say a Batman looking face. It's kind of like Batman from a certain but it just doesn't have like dual bat thingies here. But it's kind of hard to see his face too. Okay, his eyes are closed. And it goes back. Very flamboyant looking character. Oh, excuse me. I might have to make these smaller and make this bigger. There we go. Oh crap, I can't see the front of it. I got pictures of it from the sides. There we go. Now I got a picture of it from the front. Okay. Let's see, and I'll show you what I'm working with here. I'm going to switch it over to my screen so you guys can see what I'm working with. Okay. I wonder if it can capture both. So you guys can see. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it wants to. I see. see two things. No. Okay, so yeah, this is the guy that I'm drawing on here, and then I'm doing a different pose. Let me see, and I like this pose here. So I'm going to do this guy in this pose. I love that pose. The only thing is I can't see his shoulders. And he doesn't look like he has anything over his shoulders, so I can't kind of use that to kind of mask this area. But yeah, that's what I'm pretty much working on right now. Let me go back to where I was. There we go. So I think it's more, his chest is more thrusted outwards. Yeah, I definitely have to look for this. But I'm thinking it's doing that sort of thing. Oh, shoot, time to go. Sorry about that, you guys. I'll try to pop on earlier tomorrow. And I'll have my iPad all nice and charged up. I thought it was charging last night, but no, it wasn't. Alright, but that's my quick sketch for this particular character. And I will be doing more with the iPad. I'll be taking a picture of this and then doing more with the iPad. I love the cape because it has these like symbols here. They look like swords, and I'm like, oh yeah, that would be so awesome on this thing. Little phallic symbols here and there, but yeah, it'll be definitely better with the iPad. Oh man. Alright. And I am off. I'm gonna go get that donut. Gotta get that donut! Gotta chase my donut. Alrighty. Okay guys, take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Hasta la vista.